Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is going to be my first of many rants that I plan on putting up on YouTube, if nothing else for my own pleasure. Well, first I'll give you a little bit of background story on myself. My name is Druid Chaffins, 25 years old, married for 5, almost 6 years now, father of 3, expecting 1 more, former United States Marine, consider myself to be a patriot. I've done a lot of rants where I've talked to people, and my friends all thought it was entertaining or enlightening because I like to look shit up before I talk about it. I like to know what I'm talking about when I talk about it, so I don't sound ignorant, which a lot of people don't seem to mind being ignorant and stupid and just get on the internet and blast and say whatever they want. Well, that's not how I roll. I tend to like to look stuff up. I like to debate people. I like to talk about things. Yeah, I can get kind of snippy sometimes, I won't lie. But the fact of the matter is I like to talk about stuff. Very right-wing, conservative, but I do understand where some of the left-wing points come into play, and I think that really the conservatives, liberals, need to sit down and actually talk shit out, make things better for the American people. The ones who put them into office, put them into power. And a lot of people don't like that because they just want the right or the left to have complete control. I don't like that idea. You give one side or the other complete control, that's when shit hits the fan, because then you got people that don't agree with the right or the left that want to argue, fight, and scream with each other instead of actually working together like our nation's supposed to. So, there's that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover a big topic that's on everybody's mind and, everybody's not happy about. I already did a Facebook Live video, and a lot of my friends and family liked it, so I'll go ahead and reiterate it, which is the election. Donald J. Trump winning the election. Like I've already said, I'm very right-wing, so I'm pro-Trump. A lot of people don't like that, but I think it needs to be done. The fact of the matter is that Donald Trump was elected our 45th president through the Electoral College. The man did lose the popular vote to Hillary Clinton. I'm not denying that. I'm not arguing that fact. But it is the Electoral College that decides who will be the president, who will be in office. Now, we have people that are doing all sorts of protests and whatnot, and that's fine. Protests are protests. It's protected by your First Amendment. Exercise that shit all you want. I admire that. There's nothing wrong with a peaceful protest. There's nothing wrong with making your views known. You have every right to do that by your First Amendment of free speech and the right to protest. I will not ever argue that fact. Now, what does piss me the fuck off is people that want to riot, or people that want to use this as an excuse to break the law and do whatever the hell they want to do. Those people are the ones I got a problem with, because they're not exercising their right of protest. They're not exercising their right of free speech. They're the ones that are using the anarchy created by the protests to break the law, to steal, to just cause all sorts of mayhem and chaos for no apparent reason. Those are the ones that really need to be put in check. But as for everybody that is now trying to sign this petition on www.change.org to get the Electoral College to vote against their states, against the popular vote of the states, so that Donald Trump is not elected in. Now, the Electoral College, for those of you who don't know, are going to meet December 19th to make their final verdict, their final decision on whether they're going to vote for Trump or if they're going to vote for Hillary. Now, I personally do not like this petition. Granted, like I said, you have your right to free speech, you have your right to protest. Now, a petition is a peaceful protest. It's completely legal. I condone it. But I don't like the whole protest of telling the Electoral College to vote against the popular vote of their state, which they are not required. They're not required by law to follow the popular vote of the state. But I feel that if they do not, it goes against everything our country stands for, and it's democracy. It is supposed to reflect the opinions and thoughts and concerns of the nation's people. That's why this is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. If you read the Constitution, I mean, hell, that's just the starting of the Constitution. That's not even getting into the nitty-gritty of it. But the fact of the matter is that it is a peaceful protest. It is allowed. I hope that the Electoral College, not just because I'm a Trump supporter, but because, like I said, it goes against our democracy of the people that voted in those states, for the Electoral College to vote against what the popular vote of their state went for. Now, like I said, it's allowed. If they so choose to do it, that's well within the right of the Electoral College to do so. I would not be very happy, because I personally do want Trump in. I do not believe that Hillary Clinton would make a good president. I believe that she is, in fact, a criminal. That's my personal belief. There's no facts to back this up. You know, we have what the FBI has come out with in their investigation, but twice now they've said that they recommend no criminal charges. So I can't sit here and say for a fact that she's a criminal, because I don't have those facts. So this is mostly an opinionated video at the point in time. So don't anybody take this and run off with it and saying, well, he said this is a fact. So I'm not saying anything that I'm covering in this video is a fact. I'm simply stating my opinions. But these people that are protesting and rioting, they need to stop. They definitely need to stop assaulting police officers. The police officers, they're there to sworn to uphold the law and protect the people of the United States, of their community, of wherever their jurisdiction lies. They're just simply doing what they're paid to do, what they have sworn to do, which is protect the people. If you are in one of these protests and people start attacking the cops, you need to point them out to the cops, because you are following your amendment right. You are exercising your right to protest, your right to free speech. These people that start burning stuff, attacking cops, attacking other people, they are not. They are using your cause as a smokescreen to do what they want to do. You need to turn those people in. Don't let that shit stand, because it does nothing but damage your cause. Whether it be for Hillary, for Trump, for the Libertarian Party, for the Conservative Party, whoever. It does not help your cause to protect people that are breaking the law. If you are actually involved in a protest, and it is a peaceful protest, it is a lawful protest, continue. But the moment someone does something that's against the law, you need to either turn them in, or you need to disperse and let the cops handle them, and then reconvene and continue your protest where there is no violence, where there is nothing that you could get in trouble for, that there is nothing that you can be said, well, you claim to be this, but you're doing that. You don't want to associate yourself with those people. If you are doing a lawful, peaceful protest, continue doing it, but stay away from the bad eggs. They're just using your cause as a smokescreen to do whoever the hell they want. It's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help the American people. Nothing. Then we have these college students that have been calling for delays of exams and whatnot because they're upset about the outcome of the election. I personally believe this is very childish. Once again, this is a personal opinion. I am currently in college. I go to school online. I also work a full-time job while being a husband and a father. I have not ever asked my professors for an extension on time or to delay an exam. If I fell behind because of my own procrastination, that is my own fault. If something happened in my life, something that truly devastated me or affected me, then I need to handle that and get it dealt with and still get my work done. Because the professors are not on my time, I am on theirs. I am taking their class. They cannot take time out of their busy schedule where they're handling however many other students in that class and in other classes that they have to take care of me specifically. Yeah, a lot of professors will do that, and that's really cool. But you don't have the right to go and ask that professor, especially over something as simple as an election that they have absolutely no control over, that you have no control over except for your vote, what the vote you give on the election day. They have no control of the outcome, and neither do you. And to start protesting in college about this election, it's one thing to go and do it on your own time, but to have sit-ins or walkouts at a school where you're just disturbing other people's studies, classwork, so on and so forth, that's not really helping anybody. It's not helping you. It's not helping them. There's no reason to do it. I just don't understand how people could be that childish about it. But it is what it is. I mean, people are gonna do what they want to do, and as long as they ain't breaking the law and ain't hurting nobody, so be it. But then let's go ahead and also talk about Donald Trump and his 60 Minutes interview. In this interview, he's talking about several different things. A lot of the things that were his key talking points during the campaign that a lot of people didn't like. You know, ended up labeling him a racist, homophobe, a xenophobe, a Islamophobe, which isn't even a real thing, by the way. I don't know where the hell that came from, but whatever. He did have a lot of rhetoric where he talked pretty negatively about Muslim people. So I can understand why people came up with that phrase, Islamophobe, for him, but whatever. So, but he's pretty much died off on that. He doesn't really, he's just saying he doesn't want to bring in that many immigrants at that quick of a time. He wants to do it as little as possible, and if anything else, he wants to go and help these people in their nation so they don't have to flee their homes, is what he was saying he wanted to do. He wanted to actually go and fight ISIS. Now, as for the deportation of illegal immigrants, there's absolutely, in my opinion, nothing wrong with the deportation of illegal immigrants, especially now that he's saying that he wants to get rid of all the ones with the criminal records, the ones that are doing nothing but damaging our communities, our societies as a whole. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to get rid of criminals. And if we don't have to put them in our jails where our tax money pays for them to get 3 hot meals a day, to be able to shower, watch TV, lift weights out in the yard, however that works. I don't know. I've never been to prison, so I don't know how that actually works. But if sending them back to Mexico or wherever they came from, because they're criminals and they're here illegally, and it's saving us our tax-paying money, I see nothing wrong with that, and I don't understand why anybody does. Now, if he was trying to deport any and all immigrants just because of their race or their religion, that would be wrong. I would not stand by that. But that is not at all what the man is saying, and now he's saying he only wants to get rid of the illegal immigrants and the criminals. So, nothing wrong with that. Then he talked about the gay marriage. He said that while he does not personally support gay marriage, he was not going to try and take that right away from them anymore. The Supreme Court has already reviewed and ruled that it is allowed. It's said it's done with. He isn't going to mess with it. So, if you're of the gay community, or that sounds really insensitive, but I can never remember the acronym, I'm sorry. But if you are one of those people, and you were worried that he was going to try and take away your right to marry whoever you pleased, you don't have to worry. He's not going to do that. He says that that's said, it's done. He's not going to try and take your right to marry who you love away from you. It's done with. And then he talked about the wall. And he said that he is still planning on building a wall on our southern border, separating us from Mexico, trying to prevent people from crossing and bringing drugs, weapons, so on and so forth. And he said that there are some places that he would actually consider it just being a fence rather than an actual wall. I don't know why exactly, if he's planning on trying to save money, what he's trying to do, I don't exactly know. I'm not in his head. I'm just telling you what I heard him say and what I read afterwards. So far, half the stuff that he's been labeled, half the stuff he's been accused of, it sounds like that none of it's true. And some of it that was true, he is actually trying to tone down quite a bit and say, hey, I may have been a little hastily saying some of this stuff. I may not have had all the facts, and now I'm reevaluating my stance on it. So, I think people need to actually give Donald Trump a chance, because even Hillary Clinton said that he deserves a chance to be a leader, to lead the United States as president, because he was in fact elected the president of the United States of America. Granted, he doesn't take office until January, so we've still got another month of Obama, but he is our next president unless this petition gets enough signatures and the Electoral College decides to vote against that. But until that happens, he is our 45th president, or is going to be. And Mike Pence will be our 45th vice president, or something like that. I'm not sure of the actual number of the vice president. But, anyways, let's just reiterate. If you're protesting, do it peacefully, do it legally. You see someone doing something illegal and they're claiming to be with your cause, point them out to the law. Point them out to the law, because they are doing nothing but damaging your cause and possibly going to get you arrested. Give the man a chance. If nothing else, Congress will take care of him by impeaching him. If he honestly cannot perform the duties and responsibilities of the president, Congress will impeach him. So let's just give him a chance, give him the benefit of the doubt, see what he can do.